and penalty yards 5 for 47 yards. And the middle of the year, the Indians was number 2 in the state. And now the Indians are number 9 in the state. This week, the Indians start the playoffs going against Coleman on the road. Coleman is 10-0, and the Indians are 8-1. Now we have Chris Kraft, the quarterback for the Carter County Indians. Tell us, Chris, what was the feeling going against Hamilton and Hollingsworth last week?
Well, we felt that we could beat them. We were bigger than they were, and we could throw Hollingsworth that we could win the game.
Okay. Talking about this week's game now, coming against Coleman, what does the team think going against Coleman on the road?
Well, they're ranked the number 2 team in the state this week, and Coach Chris said that they were probably the best team in North Alabama. We had 2 pretty good days of practice this week. The first 2 days we drug around yesterday, and I think we can beat them.
Okay. My question was part of last week. I was going to ask you also, what was the atmosphere in practice going against Hamilton last week? About the Hamilton Aggies going in that game against Hamilton last week.
We drug around last week. It was rainy and gloomy all week, so we drug. Didn't have too good of a week.
Okay. I think you just answered this next question was, what was the atmosphere in practice this week going against Coleman?
Well, like I said a while ago, we had a pretty good week.
Okay. My next question is, we know the defense played well the first half, but the second half, they fell apart. So could you, in your own words, tell us what happened when you had them 12-0 at half?
Well, after we came back out after halftime, we kicked off, because our defense had held them down at the goal line every time they get down us, so we felt our defense could hold them, but then they just got pumped, emotionally pumped, and we just couldn't do anything with them.
Okay. That was a good question there, what you just asked there, Chris. We noticed against Hamilton Aggies last week, when the toss of the coin was made starting the game, if I'm not mistaken, the Carter County Indians won the toss of starting the game, and I do think they reclined, wanted to kick, still receive. And we also noticed at halftime when they walked off, they tossed it again. We just want to know, why did they toss the coin the second time after the halftime, and then come and, supposedly won that toss and they wanted to receive again?
Well, we won a toss at the first of the game. We deferred our choice to the second half, so they gave them the choice of the first half.
Right, okay.
So they wanted to receive, and then, they didn't toss again, but they went, the captains walked back out there, so it was our choice in the second half to do what we wanted to, and we felt that we could kick and, and hold them down there close to their goal line and force a turnover.
Okay, that's what we was wanting to know. We seen that last week, at least. We're sort of wondering about that. We didn't know. Okay. What kind of changes did y'all do this week after playing Hamilton, and as bad as it was, and I'm not saying it was too bad, but it's better than what Leighton usually plays ball. What kind of changes did y'all do against Hamilton and going against the Coleman team this week?
Well, offensively, we're going to throw the ball a lot more. That's basically what we worked on all week.
Okay. My next question to you, Chris, is sort of easy. Would you like to give us your spread of this game this coming week?
It's going to be pretty close. I don't know. But, I believe we'll come out on top.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Let me get this stuff here situated. Now we have Lee Kraft, punter and field goal kicker for the Indians.
Hey, John.
How you doing there, Lee? Let me move this out of my way. Okay, Lee, tell us what was your feeling going to Hamilton to play the Hamilton Aggies and quarterback in Hollingsworth?
I thought we had a pretty good chance of winning. I thought our defense could probably shut him down throwing the ball a lot, but he put it in the air a lot, and when you put it in the air a lot, you'll get a lot of yards out of it.
Okay. My next question is, what is your thoughts playing Coleman on the road, and do you like to play on the road or at home?
Well, playing Coleman up there, just we play every time we play them. We play them up there except one time, and we beat them every time, so it really don't matter where we play them. And I don't care, it don't matter to me if we play on the road or at home.
Okay. Okay, my next question is sort of tough. I don't know, I'm going to try to let you answer it. We wonder if you know that you and your team will be playing the number 2 team in the state of Alabama now, since the Indians lost to Hamilton 20-12, and now is number 9 in the state. What is your feeling about losing the first game of the year to Hamilton and playing Common?
Well, that's kind of a tough question, but
the question is, after losing to Hamilton and was going on 7-0 and hadn't really lost a game all year long, what was the feeling finally losing a game this year at the end of the year, and and having a chance to play home, the first game of the playoffs, and then losing it?
Well, we just didn't play up to our capabilities and everything, and everybody was down. And after the game, everybody was real upset and everything. It really don't matter where we play. We just got to play our best.
Okay. We know that your kicking was not up to par last week at Hamilton. We wonder if it is up to par this week going against Coleman Bobcats.
Yeah, it's up to par this week because I don't think that last week the weather and the ground and the wet had a lot to do with it, but this week, yeah, I believe the ground, everything, it ain't no rain or nothing, I believe it'll be all right.
Okay. Okay, my next question is to you, Lee. It's another tough one. If you want to answer it, you can. If you don't, it'll be okay. But we wonder if you could tell us what was wrong with the offense last week at Hamilton, and we all wonder if the offense is on track this week against Coleman.
I really don't know what was the matter with them last week, and I think they'll be a lot better this week against Coleman.
Okay.
We've worked a lot more offensively than we have anything else this week.
Okay. We wonder if you would like to give us your thread on the first playoff game of the week against Coleman. You've seen the films of them and everything.
I think we'll beat them, but it'll be a close game. I believe we'll probably beat them by a touchdown or so.
Okay. I'm going to ask you the same question what I asked Chris a few minutes ago. And what was the atmosphere in practice this week going against Coleman on the road?
Everybody was up, because we have to win this game. And last week, we drug around, but this week, we came out Monday and everybody was up.
Okay. My next question is another tough one. I don't want to put you in the spot, but I'm going to ask it anyway. And like I say, if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. What did the coach, Don Creasy, say to the team after they lost their first game of the year to the Hamilton Aggies 20-12?
Well, he just told us that he just told us not to get our head down because our season wasn't over with, and that we had another shot at that team if we just played hard this week.
Right. Okay. My next question is to you this. Another tough one. What did Coach Don Creasy say to the team about Coleman and what to watch on offense and defense, and what does Coleman run on offense and defense?
Well, he didn't tell us what they run.
What?
We watched the film on them, and
What?
that was about. We watched the film on them, and then you could say that they run the reverse a lot because they got a big wing back that can run the reverse good, and their fullback and tailback. The fullback, he's about 225. He runs the ball good and hard. Tailback, he's got pretty good speed. I still think we can beat him though. We can use our quickness.
Okay. Thank you, Lee. Thanks for watching the Black and Gold Show. See you next week when the Indians will play the winner of the Hartselle or Hamilton game. Goodbye.